How do you like your eggs in the morning? Poached, boiled or fried? I'm going to show you the 3 ways of doing them properly. Into the pan. Well, first of all, the eggs. I'm using large eggs. Biggest question is, how long do you cook an egg for? Well, it depends on the size of the egg. So, see, I'm using a large egg. If you were using medium, 3 minutes for a medium, 4 minutes for a large. So you get a runny yolk and the white is just set. Hard boil, 9 minutes. Into my pan, boiling water. Just want to take my first 2 eggs, careful with a spoon, we don't want to crack that. Straight in. 4 minutes on the boil. Now, while that is boiling, we're going to go on to the poached eggs. In the pan, I'm doing a shallow frying pan, okay? Now, I just want to get the water right on here. And what I'm looking for is, I want it to be just coming up to simmer, almost boiling. So we're going to support the egg in this pan. Into the water, I'm going to add a tablespoon of distilled vinegar. Use a clear vinegar if you can. Any other kind of vinegar will end up colouring the egg and maybe even tainting the egg. So we've got a neutral vinegar here. And now what the vinegar is going to do is as soon as the egg hits the water, it's going to set that white and we're going to get a good hold on the white. So there we have the water, okay, just coming up. So while it's just coming up, I'm going to take my eggs. I'm going to crack it into my ramekin. Lovely yolks on there, lovely yolks. So the first one in, and take the lid off. First one in. Second egg. And second egg in. Lid on. And that will start, once it starts to come up to the simmer, it's going to work the egg and it's going to shape the egg for me. My next egg is a fried egg. Now to me a fried egg has to be fried. I don't want to tease the egg in the pan with the oil. I want the oil to be of the correct temperature. So, just put my hand over that, not quite yet. So I'm going to just crank that temperature up. When the egg hits the frying pan, I want you to hear that sizzle. Back to the poached eggs, coming up just nicely. Now you've noticed I haven't added any salt to the water. To this one, yes. To the poached eggs, no. Reason being, the salt will attack the whites and they'll start to break down, and we don't want that. There we have, so I'm just going to turn this down. Got our eggs happening. And also as well, it depends on the quality of the egg. If it's an old egg, we're in a bit more trouble. Want as fresh eggs as possible. I just want to be careful here. Again, using the frying pan, we're saving water, we're saving electricity, and we're saving time. So the poached eggs, we're looking for about 2 to 3 minutes. We want it, as it is just now, you can see that water. The fiercer the water, the firmer the whites are going to be. If we're just sitting in the water, what you'll end up is with a softer texture white. So we just want the eggs just to have a bit of, to be washed in that pan a wee bit by the water. Okay, beautiful. Our frying pan is coming up to temperature now, so I'm going to take, again bearing in mind hot oil, we want to be careful, into the pan. Okay, the oil should have been hotter, but it will come up to temperature. Pop this off. There we have, so that's been about 2 to 3 minutes now. What I want to do, if I can can hear that frying noise. That's what we're after. So it is coming up. It's going to cook evenly. Okay. So now we're going to take our eggs. I'm just going to carefully with a slotted spoon. Oh, gentle, gentle. Onto kitchen paper. Never mind. There you have it. I can tell by looking at the white, we've got a nice firm white. Now up to you. Again, bearing in mind kitchen paper, drain it. What we want to do onto either butter toast, onto a risotto. This is a basic poached egg. If we go in here, look at that, look at the colour of that yolk. Now see, we didn't season it earlier, just a couple of turns of salt and a couple of turns of cracked black pepper. That is it. That's all that poached egg needs. Now, so the boiled eggs I've been on now for almost 3 minutes. 1 minute to go. Our fried egg is coming along nicely. Now what I'm looking for in a fried egg is, if it's fried, I want that edging on here. You can see it coming up here. A nice light golden brown edge. To me, that is the perfect fried egg. As that's coming up, I want just a wee bit of flavour in there. So a nice number of butter, optional, but for me, a must. And we'll just give that a wee basting with the butter and oil. There we have it. Again, with the yolk, I want a nice soft yolk. I want to show that off. So out of the pan, good shake, onto our plate. And again, since we've got the salted butter in the frying process, just a turn of cracked black pepper. Now, 4 minutes up. What we want to do is we will take out, hot oil, just be careful. You know, I mentioned earlier, sunflower oil, so neutral oil for the egg as well, so it doesn't taint. 4 minutes on our large eggs. And that is going to give us a nice set white with a nice runny yolk. Now if I just grab a knife, there we have, if we can just squeeze in here. Now obviously a boiled egg has to be served with soldiers. Growing up as kids, we were given fresh eggs. Even growing up when Gran was alive, we had the fresh eggs. Delicious. Obviously, proper butter on the toast. I just want to get in there. Look at that. Absolutely delicious. So there we have my 3 versions of egg. Poached, fried, and boiled. Simple, tasty. Go for it. Enjoy.